make another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they splash? Did they drip?
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City,
Harrison Butker to kick off
this is the National Football League.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 31-yard line.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Patrick Mahomes sacked. Fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 more yards here and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Travis Kelce, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 53 yards, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of...
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball.
A first down carry by Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Pick up the 2 yards. First down.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Hardman on the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but it's brought down. They go play fake. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys continue to pour it on.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talked to these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need him from all the work he's getting.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 18 on that one, and he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Anthony Hitchens gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Escapes this. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
We got plenty of fight back.
And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check. Big.
Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
53, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side, complete. It's Elliott. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the air again, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schultz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, 2nd quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry, that takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. So we've reached, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
The score, Chiefs 42.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken in at the 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Mahomes to throw once more. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Cowboys, nothing.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
That's a first down and goal.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to
Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a first down carry by Bell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Bell, the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
49-yard line.
Again, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Le'Veon Bell.
Greatest show on earth,
Kiss him goodbye. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 41 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive. Oh, Prescott stripped. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Mahomes sacked.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an after. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, you know, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
To throw again on second down. Prescott is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Now Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And Mahomes is going to keep it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught at the 2. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing. Prescott. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's good.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead.
Prime time, baby.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Chiefs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different